Shit, nigga, let me. No, because every time I say something, this is my favorite R&B. This is my favorite rapper.
You really gonna keep going back to that? Is that what you gonna do?
No, nigga, now. That's
what you gonna keep going back to.
You woke up 2 hours ago. Oh my god.
He said my R&B album wasn't R&B, so I had to pick a whole nother album.
All right, bet.
That's what you gonna keep
No,
doing?
nigga, keep that same energy. I'm coming at your motherfucking head the rest of the podcast. Be ready, bitch. Be fucking ready. Keep trying me. Keep doing it.
I just want y'all to see what
This man think he got a beard now. He think he's somebody. Keep going. Nigga out here.
Been had this. This is just I've been had this. Why
Hold on. Walk, that shirt do look comfy. I will say that.
I told you
that shirt look comfy as fuck.
Yeah.
I guess brushing his skin.
Walk his ass.
Thank you for your service in our military, sir. And
bro, fuck you and that service.
Right now. We appreciate
fuck you and that service.
Fighting for our rights to do a pod and play.
Shut your ass up.
Fireworks for you.
Bro, it's a dick. How about that?
Whoa. Shut up. Nah. To those that do that, enjoy yourself, but that's not my lane. I don't do that. So, no, thank you. I'll lick a clit.
Welcome to the You Got Me Fucked Up podcast. My name is Nerd. Up here to one of the directions is ASky and Dr. KillJoy. We appreciate y'all coming through to see our dysfunctionalness. Dysfunctionalness, is that a question or a word? Don't matter. I made it up.
I say no, you're gonna yell at me, so let me not say
exactly.
Nothing.
Stop being so fucking critical.
I don't know what the fuck is going on.
I just want you all to understand, when me and this nigga actually meet in real life, it's not even no words going to be exchanged. It's all hands. Right. That's the only thing that's happening. He could literally like, yo, I need a ride from the airport. I was like, cool. I go to pick him up. As soon as I see him, it's just hands right there in the front part of the airport. And the cops was like, yo, what are y'all doing? Like, don't worry about it. This had to happen.
See,
and it will be live. I'll make sure I go live somewhere so y'all can watch it.
You can't put a murder live.
I'm not gonna murder you. It's just
I'm gonna murder you. Jet. You swing at me, I'm shooting you. I dare you. You will get shot.
Okay. So I guess it's his confessions.
I'm not Usher.
His confessions.
I'm not Usher.
He gonna shoot me.
Ain't no confessions. Ain't no confessions. We both black. We both going to jail. He swung at me. He was in the
How about going to jail?
You right.
I mean,
you right. You make a good point.
They will handcuff a dead body. You right.
You right. I just gotta shoot you in the knee, I guess. Shoot you in the kneecap.
I don't know. Where did Sean Taylor get shot at? He still died?
Man, facts.
Rest in peace, Sean Taylor.
How was y'all weekend? How was y'all 4th of July? Well, actually, excuse me. How was y'all holiday that we may not celebrate?
July
weekend. July 10th.
July 10th. Just July 10th.
July 10th, my bad.
I just do Juneteenth part 2 later on.
Facts. The return. Juneteenth, the return.
It was all right. Aiden looked at fireworks and was clapping and saying, yay, fire. Other than that, we didn't do shit. I had me some wings yesterday. Amazing.
Not the soggy ones that they got. Never mind.
Nah. These was from the mom and pop shop. You know what I'm saying? Run by the good wing people, not the buffalo wing people.
Damn. Walk. How was yours?
I went to work, so I slept to go to work. And,
you went to work?
A time and a half. I'm not gonna turn down time and a half now. Come on now. I may
point.
not go to work 3 out of 5 days, but I'm not gonna turn down time and a half.
You make a good point.
So it was cool though. I smelled people out there barbecuing, could smell it in the air. Shout out to them. And then it seems like, Indiana, you can set off fireworks, so everybody and their mama had their own light display going on. And
they just made them legal in Buffalo like 5 months ago. So last night people were like, we're gonna go above and beyond. So I was like, why would we pay for fireworks when we can just watch all the people around us go crazy?
Facts.
So we did that.
Love that. So I woke up late and I started door dashing, and it's kind of like time and a half. It was $3 extra every order. So I was like, I got to do it. But then probably around $3. But I would say about 10 o'clock, it just died. Like, I think everybody was either leaving from the fireworks or at the fireworks or getting lit. So I was just like, you know what? I'm about to join y'all. And I got me a little drinky drink, and I drank the drink by myself. And that was it. Nothing special. I went out the last 2 days because, I'm leaving. So trying to have fun. But yeah, that's about it. So I'd love to hear it. Nice little 4-day weekend for me. Usually don't get those. So very much of a surprise.
Yeah.
All right. So, well, what's first on our agenda? First off, actually, KillJoy.
Yes.
Explain to us why Atlanta never finishes.
It's because they did Michael Vick dirty.
Oh.
Until they do right by Vic, their sports teams will never succeed. Other than soccer.
Damn.
So, I mean, and we've seen this happen. We saw the Falcons the year in the Super Bowl. We saw the Braves, what was it, last year? I think it was last year where they should have won the World Series but blew a 3-1 lead. We see it with the Hawks when they have a priming. Giannis is out. All you got to do is stop Chris Middleton and what's that, Drew Holiday? That's all you got to do is stop them two. And they couldn't do it. Until they do right by Michael Vick, that city will never get a championship.
Other than soccer.
I don't consider the soccer championship Atlanta because they didn't give a fuck about the soccer team until they won. So that's like bandwagoning your own city.
Okay.
But I'll give it to them because, I mean, it is their team there, but those fans don't deserve that.
Okay.
So,
well, funny thing is, I don't know if any of us knew, Detroit City Football Club actually just won the championship, and I didn't know until I saw it on my timeline earlier. I was like, damn, okay.
First of all, Detroit has a team?
First of all, yeah. Obviously, I just told you. Woo. Anyways, yes, they won the championship. So that makes two of our teams who have shitty sports teams minus maybe one. And then the soccer one just wins. Like, it makes no fucking sense. Because our only good team is the Red Wings, if you ask me. All the rest of them suck. And the Red Wings not even that good right now. So, but they still like a notable hockey team compared to the rest of others. Yeah, like we always expect the Lions to just suck. We don't.
Y'all had Yarmy. What's the last dude?
Eiserman.
Was that him? The one from like the 90s, 2000s?
Yeah, Steve Eiserman. We had Chris Osgood.
Yeah, it was Eiserman. Yeah,
we had
was Osgood the goalie? Because y'all had a good goalie too.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Like that was like legit when I can just go to Pizza Hut and already be like, man, just give me whatever Red Wings thing you got. I already know you got it. Like, give me it. And then give me that Tony Hawk motherfucking demo CD you got. That was Little Caesars, right? I think that was Little Caesars. I can't remember. Or Pizza. No, that was Pizza Hut. I can't remember.
What kind of Pizza Hut y'all had?
You don't remember the little demo CDs they would give you?
Pizza Hut had demo CDs. I remember that. I remember when during the summer I did the read a book and you get a free little pan pizza.
Mm-hmm.
Read a book joint. You go to the library.
Go get. Maybe I was just never around for that.
You read more than both of us, I'm pretty sure.
I did, so I'm kind of upset I ain't getting no free shit.
This motherfucker reads a lot. I'm just saying, he read a lot. If you read more, that's on. Hey, my bad, but whatever.
No, I ain't gonna hold you.
He read a lot.
Nah.
But all right, okay. So yeah, as I stated earlier, Atlanta failed to beat Milwaukee. Now we got one boring team, if you ask me, in the championship, and hopefully they lose. I don't want to see them win. I don't care. I don't like Giannis like that. I'm not a Giannis fan. I want to see Devin Booker win, and I guess Chris Paul. I guess he can win one too.
The best.
I have a question about this.
Dirty
Chris Paul wins the ring. What does he rank all time among point guards? Does that break him into like top 5, top 3 point guards of all time?
Nah.
Who would be above him?
Well, okay, what do you? Okay, well, so you got to start off with who's.
We're talking with the.
You going? I know. Okay, you're two of them are set. That's Isaiah and Magic.
Yeah, I would say though that's my toss up between 1 and 2. I'm gonna go Magic 1, Isaiah 2. Fuck, all time.
And what? Yeah. Steve Nash up there?
Is he? Well, I guess he's got MVPs, but he ain't won no championship.
Yeah, but that's what we also getting at. Like, I mean, just because you don't have a championship don't mean you're not a better player.
I do think Chris Paul would be a top 5 point guard all time if he wins rings.
Okay.
Because as much as I don't like the fakeness of him, you know what I'm saying, he's a master flopper actor. He's a great fucking point guard.
He's a very dirty player too.
People
can forget about him. They want to. He's a dirty player. Let's just be real.
But like he's a damn good player. So I don't know. That's a good question. I don't know. It just popped up in my head. Sorry, random.
I'm still trying to think of who the other two people are. Two or three. If you're not, I'm gonna
go Magic 1, Isaiah 2. If we go 3. See, I didn't really like any of the old school point guards, and that's no diss to them.
But we didn't grow up on them. But
like, I didn't grow up on them, so
people would probably say Bob Cousy. I'm pretty sure he's.
I don't think I've ever seen a Bob Cousy highlight. Did they have cameras then?
Yeah, but he's definitely from the black and white era. I mean, obviously, he's still alive.
What about? I'm gonna just say some names off the top of my head. We got John Stockton.
Okay.
Well, I don't put him in top 10 because that nigga don't believe in vaccinations. He said because he did extensive research, and nigga, you where?
What that got to do with his game?
I don't care. He's out of my top 10. I did extensive research. Where, nigga? Where?
What research?
Where's your degree? Let me see your degree, sir. Let me see your degree in virology. Please and thank you. Oh, you don't have one? Then shut the fuck up.
Oh, wait. Shoot, I'm tripping. Steph Curry a point guard, huh?
Yeah. Oscar Robinson.
He's top. Yeah.
J Kidd.
Let's be real. Russell Westbrook. Double, man.
No championship, y'all. Like y'all said, no championship.
My thing is, I still feel like Russell Westbrook is a stat pattern. He does stuff to get that triple double, and it's awesome. You can do it. A lot of people can't. But when he was playing with OKC, he was that team after everybody left.
Yeah. So, you got to think Washington wasn't a contender, and he got them into the playoffs, and they won a couple games.
Yeah,
against the Sixers, who everybody had going to the championship at that time.
And the Sixers lost to the fucking Hawks. Like, jokes on them.
So,
what's up, Maui? Damn.
Hey,
shit. Kobe Bryant is not a point guard.
Nah, he not a point guard.
This list is stupid.
Steve Kerr. You got Jason Kidd. Kyrie.
Yeah, you can't forget Jason Kidd. I mean, he holds a lot of stats. So
I'll say J Kidd holds a lot of stats, and he's a special place in my heart because he got a ring with my team. And I think he's our head coach now.
He is, yeah.
I don't know how I feel about that, but
is he now?
Yeah.
I thought he was somewhere else.
Oh, okay.
No, he was.
Wait. No. I got a controversial maybe one. Derrick Rose. He can't be all the time, but that run he
did win it. He did win it. Yeah, that run where he won.
I don't say Derrick Rose's run was you'll never see it again
at that position. The only other person close is Russ, as far as athletic point guards. Those are probably the top 2 most athletic point guards we've ever seen in the game. Because Russ and Derek were a one-man fast break, and Derek would boom on anybody.
Anybody.
His first step was stupid. He didn't have Kyrie handles. It was just his first step was so fast that there's nothing you could do.
So I'm gonna read off this list, which I think is bullshit, but whatever. This list has Magic Johnson at number 1, Steph Curry's at number 2, Oscar Robinson number 3, Jerry West number 4, Chris Paul number 5, John Stockton number 6, Jason Kidd number 7.
What is this?
Steve Nash number 8, Russ number 9, and fucking Isaiah Thomas at 10. They put Isaiah Thomas at 10.
Yeah,
this is from Bleacher Report.
That's that Jordan shit. That's why he's at 10. That's some weird.
It's not his fault. But they beat up on Jordan for how many years?
That's what I'm saying. But I'm saying they put him at 10 because Jordan told him to put him at 10.
Oh, I get you.
That nigga was supposed to be 1 or 2. Like, he was literally the reason why we won back-to-back championships. This nigga, the year prior to us winning our first one, this nigga played on a broken ankle, basically, and still put up numbers. Like, come on, man. Fuck out. They don't play in my face like that, Bleacher Report.
Yeah, I don't know Bleacher Report.
If you're going to do that, then you need to put Jason Williams up there just for shit and giggles. If you're going to bullshit like that.
Hey, bro.
He was entertaining with the Kings. At least, shit, we could say that.
What about Ray Frost?
He was the closest thing to street ball, playing street ball in the NBA that we've seen.
No, he was the first person I saw in the NBA do the behind the back elbow.
With the elbow? Nigga.
What about Ray Frost then?
But I'm saying his game. Rafer Alston's game was very much NBA.
I'm kidding. I'm fucking around. I just know y'all get deep into sports talk. I don't either. It don't matter.
If Chris Paul was going to be top 5 if he wins a championship, I think he can be top 5 because he's gonna have a lot of the records. He's like top 5 in a lot of the record categories if I'm not mistaken. And the biggest part is it's just nice to see him healthy, and hopefully he stays healthy through the whole series. That's the biggest thing.
If not D-Book, it's on you.
Yeah. Without Giannis, they have the team to potentially sweep the Bucks. But I'm not going to say
I wouldn't say sweep, but even if Giannis plays all the game, I'd say 4-1, 4-2.
I said 6. I said Suns in 6. That was my prediction.
Say less. All right. We're going to do question roulette. Who want to go first? Who going first?
I guess mine's a question. All right.
Wait, is it? So, you got a list?
No.
Oh.
No list this time?
So both of y'all can shut the fuck up. Mine's a feel-good question. All right. 2 good things. So we halfway through this year. We 7 months in. I need you to brag on yourself. What are 2 things you're proud of yourself for accomplishing this year? These niggas act like they ain't did shit.
I haven't. What do you mean? I got fat. Nah, I got some stuff. You go first though. You the question asker.
Right. So for me, my most proud thing is my credit. I set out this year to get my credit up, and my credit has skyrocketed. And your boy, if I had a better paying job, I could buy a mansion. Ooh. But I'm poor with good credit, so I can't buy a mansion because my job don't pay me enough. You listening, job? You don't pay us enough. But my credit is probably my most because it was real shit. When I first moved up here, I fucked my credit up big time. And it was my own doing. I knew it, but it is what it is. But we better now. My credit better than my wife's. I'm pretty sure my credit better than my mom's. Probably my dad's. He just make more money.
I'm about to say you reaching for that one. I don't know, man. Your dad got money.
He makes more money, but I'm pretty sure my credit better than his.
Okay.
Other than that, I would say me still in the process of buying a home. Like, I'm proud of myself, even though we done bid on so many houses and we lost bids, we got a house, ended up not being the right house, all this shit. I'm proud of myself because in my family, niggas don't buy houses.
Black people don't buy houses.
Yeah.
In general.
And we're seeing that. Like, we losing out these bids to these white people who got straight cash. And it's like,
yeah,
I can't be mad at you. It is what it is. But we're not giving up. So there's that.
You want me to go or you want to go?
I'm alive and
what?
This nigga ain't got that thing.
All right, I'll go so you can think a little bit more.
I'm vaccinated. I'm alive and I'm vaccinated.
I do like
literally,
that.
Those are my two, nigga.
Oh.
I'm just gonna be honest. We honest here, right? All right. That's what I got. So we can move on from there. Your turn.
Okay. I can't even think. All right. So is this like this year as in 2021 or like just the last year in general?
We'll do the whole last year in general.
Bet, because that helps me a lot. All right. I guess the two things. I guess the biggest one for me is taking more chances. Honestly. Just stop being a little bitch. Stop doubting myself. No, I'm just being honest. I'm not that type of person to like beat around the bush. Stop being a little bitch. Like, stop fucking doubting myself. If it's something I want to do, I just fucking do it. Like, the casting thing for the Air Force Gaming, I almost lost that opportunity and I said, fuck it, let's do it. And I made it happen. Diversity and Inclusion Council, got fucked up with that. They said we need a president. I said, fuck it, let's do it. Like, this deployment to Germany next week, I shouldn't be going on that. I said, nah, let's make it happen. And I fucking did it. So, like, I'm real proud of myself for doing that. Like, because now I'm trying to be like KillJoy, to be honest, because going on this deployment, I'll be able to, hopefully, if I can ever pack this motherfucker up and, you know, move out, I can go ahead and save $1,000 a month. I can put that towards debt. I can put that, you know, where I need to put it to where I'd be able to, like, get my credit better, to where I can help my mom out. Like, I want to be able to, honestly, my biggest goal is when I get back, be able to say, hey, Ma, I paid off half of what I owed on my car. You take the rest. You can pay it off, do what you need to do. Now you got a brand new car, basically. Because she's not going to be driving as much as I am. So it's not like the mileage going like affect her or anything. She's going to have a brand new 2018 Subaru. Something that she been asking for, great gas mileage. You know what I'm saying? So like being able to help like my mom out with that is like my main goal by the time I get back, as well as being out of debt. So yeah, like real talk. Like I'm proud of myself because usually I don't do stuff like that. Usually I just be like, I can't do that, and I just don't do it. So I know that's only one thing, but the other thing,
it kind of touched multiple aspects.
All right, bet, because I don't want to think of nothing else. I mean, I guess if you... Damn. Now, we can move on. We can move on. I don't want to go too deep into it, like, honestly. If we don't need to.
That's good, though.
But yeah, I mean, shit, the podcast. Look at us. Like, honestly.
Yeah, that's true.
We had some...
back up, yeah.
Yeah, we had some things we had to talk about and work out and get to a place to where we kind of felt comfortable where we were going to take it, and now we here again. So let us see it.
Third time's a charm.
Third time is a charm. Third time. Still heard about that first one. Damn.
Yeah.
Damn. It is what it is, though. So, Walk, you want to go?
Yeah, I'll go.
Yeah.
Mine is kind of a thinker. So I don't know, you know, we all are Marvel heads. We mostly watch the shows. Nerd waits till everything is out before he watches it. There you go. Boom.
The shows. No, just the shows though. The shows I don't watch immediately because I like watching them, binge watching. But the movies I see ASAP. The movies I see ASAP.
But one of the big things that we've seen, well, we know She-Hulk is coming, and one of the big announcements they made is that Megan Thee Stallion is going to be in She-Hulk as herself, not a character, just that she's a part of the universe as Megan Thee Stallion. My question is, what other hip-hop artists could you see being in the universe, either as a character or just being that you would be like, oh, that's dope, they're in the universe? Dead or alive? I'll give you dead or alive. Because one that we know people push for. Well, I don't know if y'all know, but Method Man as Bishop is like he wants to play Bishop, and I think that would be dope
Yeah,
as
I
hell.
would say I think that would be very dope. I saw his push for it.
Yeah. So I think that would be dope, but so you can't use him because obviously that's universal. Everybody would love to see that. But like, who do you think you would be like, oh, that's dope. They have this artist because apparently, because she's probably gonna drop some sort of music within the show at some point.
It would be dumb for her not to.
And or if she does the theme song for the show, which would be
oh, it's a show. Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, She-Hulk is a show. Yeah,
gotcha.
So I don't. I would say dead. Like I said, dead or alive. I think it would have been dope to see DMX in Marvel because he has that air of like a superhero, type feel to him. Because like what he raps about, like he's for the people, and that's what a lot of superheroes are for the people. So I could see like him being something in Marvel, whether a character or even just as Earl Simmons himself, just being in the Marvel universe.
He could be like what T.I. was in Ant-Man.
Yeah, like
T.I. was in Ant-Man. I keep forgetting that.
Facts. But I mean, he did a good role. He did a good job with that role.
Yeah.
It worked. Even though my boy stole the show, but the dude that I was like, well, my cousin said, it is like he stole the whole show. But yeah, T.I. was definitely in it.
Okay. I got
no, go ahead, because I don't have one.
Okay, I have two actually. And the only reason I have two is because one of them already been in it, and that's Gambino. Like, obviously there was the whole Donald for Spider-Man shit, but that didn't happen, and it's probably never gonna happen because of the role they put him in.
I mean, technically he voiced animated Spider-Man, so it count.
Yeah, so he's already been there, but like that one I really, really wanted to see, but I would rather see him get like a big role compared to what he had in that Spider-Man movie. Yeah, so the other one, honestly, I can't really think of nobody. Like the main person I would have loved to see would be Mac. Like, I don't know if he got any ties, like if he liked comics or whatever, or those movies or whatever, but like I would have loved to see it. Mm-hmm. And maybe Earth Gang would be dope as fuck to see. Cause I think they would do some real, like some creative shit.
Almost like Outkast being in something.
Yeah.
That was gonna be mine. But I didn't know
my bad.
No, not Earth Gang, Outkast.
Oh, okay.
Like, I don't know how you could fit Outkast in, but I felt like they'd be dope in the universe in like the Doctor Strange world. One of the multiverses, they come in and it's like, oh shit, you're this hero on this earth. That'd be kind of cool.
I know this gonna make people mad. What if it was Earth Gang in one universe and the Outkast in the other?
But to see the collab and they came together, that would be so dope.
That would make sense though. That would make sense though. Like the same type of spirit, just embodied in two different people.
Yeah.
Two different sets of people. That'd be dope.
I don't like comparing people, but that's kind of what it is. They're like
this generation's
outcast in a sense. They haven't quite made that impact yet, but I feel like they will. Yeah. But my original was gonna be like he said, Donald Glover for Spider-Man, because I was pushing for that shit. I signed all the petitions. I knew it was gonna happen. It didn't, but he still got a role in Spider-Man, and he's on to bigger and better things, doing his shit as the nigga from Star Wars.
Lando.
Yeah, he got his own like series coming out and shit. Like, you do you, bruh.
I do hate that because I don't like Star Wars at all. Like, I hate Star Wars. Like,
as much as I hate Star Wars, I love that for him because I know them checks is nice. Do he need it? Probably not. But I love to see my black people win.
Facts.
I've never been a huge Star Wars movie person. I've watched them all, but the series Mandalorian, that's one of the top series out there. They did their thing with that, and like some stuff, I think we're just starting to realize some stuff just works better as a series rather than a movie. Being able to sketch some things out rather than here's one big 2-hour movie. Hopefully, we got enough in there for you to understand, and you still be lost. Like, okay, but where did this person come from?
I think that's one of the like pluses of Disney Plus and them bringing those Marvel limited series. If that would have been around before, we could have, I won't say saved so much time, but the universe could have been so much better off. You would have known more backstories. We wouldn't be getting Black Widow this late after, you know what I'm saying, she's dead.
Again, I really think, obviously the pandemic messed up rollout stuff. I think they had this in the right spot. It's just that we're like, everybody's like, well, she's dead. And we're getting a movie about her. But it's like, yeah, she's dead. But if you pay attention to everything, timelines are not necessarily linear in the Marvel universe
at all.
So there's no and then there was a character that popped up in the Winter or Falcon and the Winter Soldier that was supposed to pop up in Black Widow before that would have came up. So then that timeline changes some too, because then it's like, oh, that's where you got this person from. Now this is starting to make more sense. So some of it is somewhat out of order for Marvel, but they know how to pivot. So I'm not mad at them. But I get what you're saying though. Like if they would have had a Disney Plus, I mean, we low key got it with Netflix, but it was kind of like we're gonna use these smaller characters just to gauge what people will watch, and people
now they can't
them.
even do shit with them characters. Like,
yeah,
if
well,
they
I think after
wanted,
so long they can get them back and use them. Like Netflix obviously took them off, but I don't think they can have them back until.
But I think if they want, like, let's just say Luke Cage, for example, they want to bring him into the universe. I think they have to recast. Because I don't think people.
No, because they're using Daredevil. The dude that plays Daredevil is supposed to be in show. He's supposed to be in the new Spider-Man, and I believe he's supposed to be in the She-Hulk. And is that the dude that played him?
All right, KillJoy.
Anybody else play that role?
How did you feel about like the Luke Cage character? Not the show, but him, like the actor.
The actor. Colton? I feel like he played well what he was given.
You think it was corny, don't you? The whole shit.
Yeah, I do. But I feel like he played that corny role well. Like they gave him a script and he did his shit. Like he did his thing with it. It just happened to be corny.
Damn.
It's like Jessica Jones season 2 was mad corny.
I didn't watch that one.
Don't.
I ain't gonna hold you. I didn't watch season 2.
Don't. It's not worth it.
I heard it was like weird. To say
very.
Right,
I feel like out of all them shows, Daredevil did everything right, and it was amazing.
And even then, Daredevil kind of dropped the ball on a couple of the storylines, like Elektra storyline. They put her in that egg.
Bruh, come on!
And they're like, she's just in the egg. Bye. It was like, wait, no, that's not.
No, branch off, expand. We can do so much with this.
And then Iron Fist was just.
I ain't gonna hold you. Never in my life watched the episode. Never wanted to.
I watched one episode. I was like, this. It's
not good.
I see what you're trying to do, but and the fact that it's just like y'all literally had the opportunity to do something great because they had the Defenders / Heroes for Hire.
All right, come on.
All that was, and you just like
fumble.
But I think because you gotta think, man, a lot of this stuff be in the works years in advance. So that Disney Plus stuff's been around, and I think Marvel knew. Well, we're gonna be making these other shows anyway, so we really don't. It is what it is. Let's wrap it up, give them a finish, and then we'll call it a day.
So, do you think? Trying to word this right. Do you think they can go the Disney route? So, do you see? All right. So they kind of have dabbled in it a little bit with the Miles Morales stuff, but do you think they can kind of do different cultures and ethnicities and like kind of focus on like a part of the world, kind of like with Raya and the Last Dragon, they in like Southeastern Asia, like Moana is in like Polynesian Islands. Like, do you think they can do something similar to that with Marvel?
Yes,
I already are.
If I would say even with Captain Marvel, the next one, the Marvels, they're gonna have the black lady from one division, then they have the Hispanic Miss Captain Marvel, India. Oh, well, other culture. My apologies. She's India.
Yeah.
But like they have Captain Marvel has unlimited range because there are so many Captain Marvels out there, and they're different races.
There's a Hispanic Captain America that's a woman. They're supposed to be bringing her at some point. I don't know. She may be going animated. She may not necessarily be live action, but obviously still that's part of the universe. Then you got Shang-Chi. I mean, we're getting the Asian superhero on the big screen in September, I think. So,
but I think even then, with the multiverse, there's no excuse for them not to get this right. Because you got unlimited range on what you can do. You can tap into any comic book you want and put it in one of these movies because it'll fit. It's the multiverse. They all exist. Make it
now,
work.
Are you saying like take Hulk and do a black version of Hulk? Or are you saying bring in an actual character that they have?
No, yes and no.
Diverse?
So like both, because before 10 years ago when like all this MCU stuff was like really, really popping, like before that, all we got was like these cookie cutter ass movies. You got Iron Man, like Captain America. Like you didn't usually branch off and start seeing something like a Miles Morales. Like they weren't going to do that. Like they was usually going to kind of stick to those stronger guns and just stay there. You know what I mean? But like now it's like, I'm not too big into comics. Like I really didn't start getting into it until the MCU shit started, you know? But like, think of like one of the smaller comics that you might have knew that maybe ran for like, it didn't run as long as a Spider-Man or some shit. Like you can kind of bring that character in. Like, cause Ant-Man wasn't that big of a character in my mind.
No, he is. Ant-Man is a huge character in the comic books.
So who's the smaller character?
But like you said, you didn't. But I see what you're saying. Like major characters, you mean you can talk to anybody. Like they know who this person. Like you say Wolverine, people are like, oh, okay, yeah. Captain America, you say yeah. You say Ant-Man, some people might look at you like that's a character. I see what you mean. Like you're saying the quote unquote big. I guess you would say maybe big three, which would be Iron Man, Captain America, Spider-Man. And then people know who Wolverine is, but you kind of say X-Men to encompass all that. So I get what you're saying there, but if as far as comic goes, no, Ant-Man's huge. Like he's bringing a whole realm into the MCU specifically because of Ant-Man. So you have that, but I think what you're saying as far as like maybe one shot storylines in the MCU, I don't think they'll get their own standalone thing. I could see them being integrated into the bigger picture of things, but maybe not their own standalone series or movie. Because like we're getting Moon Knight. Most people don't know who Moon Knight is. Dude is a schizophrenic superhero.
That sounds like that one game you what's the name of that game?
Hellblade?
Yeah.
Is that the one you're talking about?
Yeah.
It's something along those lines. Like, dude's legit crazy. So he's sort of like Venom, where he's an anti-hero. And I don't even know a whole lot about him, but I just know just from being around enough comics to be like, oh, I know who this character is. So you're seeing things like that, but he has a long run. Like he has a run of comics. It's not like he's like somebody just like, oh, here's this character, we put him here, and that was it. He has like storylines, but it's going to be how do they integrate it with the rest of what we see.
So I'm more so saying like, because I'm looking at the list now, because I just, like I said, I'm not too like on point with this shit. But like a Squirrel Girl, like this random as hell, but like Squirrel Girl, like
you know what's funny about Squirrel Girl? Like she's one of the strongest in the MCU.
And that's what I'm saying. Like it would be dope to kind of see these people. Maybe like obviously you said not like a standalone, but like they already doing Disney Plus stuff. They don't have to be a full series. That could be literally
a cameo.
Yeah. They can pop up as a cameo. They can have like a mini series. Like it could be anything.
I can see that.
Honestly,
like KillJoy said, we're getting a lot of limited run stuff because there's no guarantee that we're supposed to get a season 2 of WandaVision. There's no guarantee.
They've already said no.
Like there's no and those are the big name people. They're not guaranteeing season 2s of stuff. So they could definitely do a limited series of things for sure. And again, there's a lot of animated stuff coming. I don't think they've talked about a lot of it. We know some stuff is coming. They have the What If series. So you're switching. That's bringing a lot of different versions of characters in, as you were saying. Because like we're going to get I think we get a lady version of Captain America, but it's like certain character, like you get Black Panther in Asgard or thing or something like that. Like you get random stuff like that. Like they're having huge matchups.
Is there a female Black Iron Man or Iron
Yeah.
Woman.
Oh yeah. Iron. There's Riri's coming.
Yeah.
Riri Williams is coming. Like she's getting her own series. Ironheart. She's getting legit her own series. So you have that too. So
damn,
Marvel's got a lot to choose. Like they have a catalog.
All right.
And then they can always make up their own new character if they want, because guess what? We're Marvel. We can do what we want, and we can sell this if we want to.
So we know Marvel as kind of like, yeah, they can be edgy, like with a Deadpool, but for the most part, they kind of keep it, I would say, like PG-13-ish.
Mm-hmm.
I always thought, because I'm not the biggest DC fan, but I always thought they need to completely go that opposite route. Like, y'all need to go rated R. Like, it's just kind of like that Batman shit where Joker was just raping bitches. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Wasn't it an issue recently where in some series, I think it was a Catwoman series, they had to cut out a scene where Batman was giving Catwoman head?
Well, that was supposed to come in the Harley Quinn cartoon that they had.
Oh,
and
okay.
The creators wanted to do that, and they were like, nah, because we can't sell that. So that's going to be a no.
I mean,
somebody drew a panel of it. It wasn't necessarily in it. It wasn't in it.
Gotcha.
I don't think
what are they selling though? They getting their ass whooped in every
but they said
aspect, bro.
Because they're superhero. They're still selling the kids. Like that's still like kids functioning thing. Now, is DC dark? Yes. Should they go dark? Probably. Yes. But they also at the same time we seen them go light and it worked with Shazam. Shazam was great.
That movie was really good.
And it wasn't dark. It was very much Marvel-esque.
Okay, so what the hell do they need to do to get the nigga that he hates, Batman, on track and Superman on track? Because they shit haven't been good.
Ass.
They haven't been good.
Get rid of his ass.
Bro,
here's where they don't have to do that.
Just make Joker the superhero.
Here's the issue. No,
that's the one we like.
The issue. Here's the well, that's you. Here's the issue with Warner Brothers /
Imagine
DC.
not liking Joker.
I don't.
Wow, you're trash.
Version of Joker, but that was
you're
about
trash.
It. Jack Nicholson's Joker was great. I did not watch the Joker movie for what? What do I need a backstory about the Joker for?
Because it was actually a good movie.
I don't need to see him tramping downstairs.
But how many Batman movies have you watched? You watched a grown ass bitch boy run around be a bitch, and watch his mama die 15 times, and he crying like a little bitch, and he finds Superman, and they have a connection because my mama dead, and she got the same name as your mama. Shut the fuck up, bitch boy.
Again, y'all let me finish.
I'm sorry.
If you go and watch the actual animated versions of the DC Comics stuff, their movies, they're dark, very bloody, and very, very good.
That's what I'm saying.
The issue is they're trying to be they were trying to come out the gates like Marvel. Marvel said, "Hey, we're gonna give you these," because people knew who Iron Man was, but people didn't know who Iron Man was.
He wasn't the most popular at all.
Out of Marvel, out of superhero characters, people knew X-Men and Spider-Man, because that's what we were given. And they knew who Captain America was. So you go Iron Man. We get Iron Man. People love it, fall in love with it. They do a really good job. And so DC was like, oh shit, they put together this run of movies. We'll do the same thing. But what we'll do is we'll give you the big three and then we'll just bring them all together as one big thing. It's like, y'all didn't establish anything. We were established with Iron Man. We were established with Thor. We were, you know what I mean? They gave us Captain America. They gave us something to build on. DC was like, here's Wonder Woman. Oh man, it's amazing. Here's Batman vs. Superman. What the fuck is this? Here's Justice League. What the fuck is this?
Trash.
Here's the Snyder cut because we didn't like the way this is going. So he left the thing and we got somebody else to finish his vision of what this movie is. Like, it was too much going on. Marvel, again, established. They were like, here's this, and now we're going to give you, and it was like, wait. And then they gave us background stuff. Then all of a sudden you get Thanos. Where did this nigga come from? Then we didn't have to get a whole backstory on Thanos. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We didn't need a standalone movie for Thanos because we were getting bits and pieces throughout the whole thing. And then we got the big reveal, and it was like, oh, y'all playing this out very well. Now that goes to who was in charge. and who was overseeing a lot of this stuff. I don't know what's going on with DC live action movies. DC animated movies, again, top tier, way better than anything Marvel's put out as far as animated movies. Animated shows, even animated shows, DC is top tier. Animated Batman series, like Batman the animated series, who's beating that?
That's why I'm saying, do you think they need to go that route with the movies? Because I feel like they do. Obviously, they can't go full force, right? But I think they should, because when I don't have no interest in Batman other than Joker, honestly. But like for me, when I can't remember which one was it, the Killing Joke? That was the animated one. Joker went fucking crazy, bro. Like. That's what I want to see. Like, I want to see this month. Like, I want to see him do the purest of evil shit, like the most evil shit, and then I want Batman to kind of, you know what I mean?
Here's the thing: it's kind of easier to sell that type of evil animated version than it is live action version. Because if you do the Killing Joke live action, that's a lot. That's a lot. Special guest in the house. But that's a lot. You feel what I'm saying? Like, you know what the Killing Joke's about and the stuff he did in that. Live action, it's triggering enough as animation, but you can kind of do some fancy cuts and things, and you can kind of not have to show certain things. So you can do the same thing in live action, but you're still animated. I think is a little more easier to digest than seeing it live action.
Well, I only say that because. Well, I think you say that because for the animated, it's going to be the top diehard fans, because they obviously have to go and reach out or, look for it a little bit. It's not in the movies. It's not thrown at you compared to a full length feature movie that they putting out. So it's just, I don't know. For me, I think people need to stop being little bitches. Put that shit out. The fuck? I'm going to be KillJoy for a second. Stop being a little bitch. Put that shit out. Kill Batman. Fuck. I don't give a fuck. Like, kill him off. Make him come back. I don't give a fuck, bro.
They don't have to kill him off. What they gotta stop doing
his head.
But it's not even that. It's just stop giving us the same story. Like, we know his storyline.
Kill Batman.
Like, again, Marvel didn't go, like, when we got the Hulk, they didn't go, here's a whole story about the Hulk. It was, here's the Hulk. He's here. We know what he does. He turns green. He goes crazy. He beats the shit out of people. That's all we needed. We didn't need, he was playing Science Man in New Mexico and it blew up and then he turned green and the radiation got into him. Like, we got the story without having to reestablish that whole story again. You see what I'm saying? Every time we do Batman, they reestablish he's walking in a dark alley with his parents after the movies, and somebody says, "Hey, bitch, give me them pearls," and then they pull a gun out and shoot everybody, and now Batman's a billionaire orphan. Oh, like, we don't need to keep seeing that.
Okay,
like that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. You don't need to do that.
So why somebody be like, "Hey, bitch, you give me them pearls," and kill them over and over on repeat? Just do it in different languages and just repeat over and over and over and over.
Well, okay. With that being said, are you gonna give this Robert Pattinson
No.
Batman a chance? Because you see what the Riddler looks like.
No,
the Riddler looks like he don't like the Riddler that we know. They got him like in like a.
It's more modern.
Like modern, but it's like they. Let me find it.
Is he like what? Is it kind of like what they did with Joker?
Yeah, like he's like seemed like a dark version.
hi.
Hey. Okay.
I'll throw it in Twitter chat real quick so y'all can see it and be like, what is this? Like, it look like some dominatrix type shit. I ain't gonna hold it. Like, it look like he's like in some weird leather outfit type shit. You see what I'm saying? Like, that's not the Riddler that we've seen from the video games or the comics.
Bro, that looked like some shit from Division 2. The fuck is that?
That's what I'm saying. So, like you said, you wanted them to go dark. Obviously, from a picture alone, obviously you can't say everything. But if this is what they're going with Riddler, Joker in this world's got to be ridiculous then. You would think. But again, my thing is, Batman's been established. We know everybody. you don't have to tell. You can tell little kid Batman, and they know his backstory.
That's crazy.
We don't need to see his backstory on the big screen no more.
Does Aiden know his
I don't need
backstory?
to see it. No, because Batman's not allowed to be discussed in that household. So
bingo. See, that's what walking my homie.
That's why I asked.
He got a Batman. Well, he had a Batman pajama set that ended up in the trash. I just gave her cash for it. I was like, "Oh, you brought some trash. I paid you back. I got rid of it." Like,
I'm not mad. Like for me, I watch all superhero stuff. I'm not gonna hold you. I'll watch any and everything.
But you didn't watch Joker.
That's not superhero stuff to me.
Nigga,
that was a backstory about a nigga I don't care about.
Bro,
was Batman in it? Was Batman in it?
Nobody wanted to see him.
I didn't want to see Joker.
See, you tripping.
That's for you.
You tripping. You tripping.
I needed to see a story about him not being funny on TV and being like, I'm just gonna kill people and cause chaos because nobody laughed at my jokes. I'm good. I personally didn't need to see it. That's just me.
I guess, man. You know, I only put the best of the best on my wall. We got Joker over there, so I ain't gotta acknowledge nothing you saying because I mean, all you got is lies on your wall. So I don't even know. Like, you see that lie? You see that up there? Whole ass lie. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, whole ass lie. Anyways,
you say so.
That was a good talk. I don't know shit about no comics, but here I am, you know? So I guess another space that I wish they would kind of get better is kind of video games. They kind of been falling behind ever since that Arkham Knight series kind of.
But remember, they showed us something, 2 years ago now? Because they didn't have nothing last year. So the year before, I guess middle of last year, the Gotham Knight stuff. That looked fun.
I got to look it up. Hold on.
You saw, like I said, they haven't talked about it, so I think it's kind of went to the back of everybody's minds. Like, oh, we did see. Like, when you'll see it, you'll be like, oh, yeah. Because you get to play as the quote-unquote the Bat family.
No, I did. I do remember seeing that.
I believe in this iteration of the game, Batman's either locked up or dead, one of the two. Like, he's not around, so that's why you get to play as the different iterations. Like, you get to play as Robin, Nightwing, Batgirl. I think there's one other one.
Now, my thing about that would be, how are they going to counter that gameplay that Spider-Man stole? In a way, they took very.
Spider-Man stole it. No,
yeah, okay, they stole it.
This is called what it is. They stole it.
But I almost feel like it fits better in the Spider-Man game. A lot of people have said that. Because in the Spider-Man game, it's meant for an open world, so you can, you know what I mean? So it kind of fit that a little bit better. How do they counter that and come up with something better?
I think they take on that. Because, like, let's be real, everybody's kind of done that. Because even the new Star Wars game took that.
True.
Like, everybody's taken that Arkham Knight mold and kind of tweaked it a little bit to do what they needed to do for the game. Like Spider-Man, we got to, like, just swinging through the city was fun.
Yeah.
Like, you could literally take 15 minutes and just be swinging through the city and be like, oh, man, I'm having a good time.
Yeah, but you know how I feel? I feel like what's going to happen is if they kind of do the same thing they've been doing, where it's like that's still that same gameplay and maybe they add some more moves, reviewers and people are going to look at them like, y'all didn't innovate. Like, I feel like that's the downfall for them.
I don't think it's a downfall because I think if they can make each character different enough when you're playing them, because obviously, okay, so you have Batgirl. Batgirl's a little more, she'll probably be the quickest of them all. She's not going to necessarily be a brute force type character. And then you have Nightwing, who's a little more hands-on, hand-to-hand combat. Batgirl may use more gadgets, so you may have a little more gadgetry you get to use with her. So I think as long as they can do something like that and make each character feel different, almost again, to me, it's almost like they're bringing back one of my favorite games Marvel ever did was Ultimate Alliance. Each character felt true to each character. My bad.
No. You good.
Character felt unique. Like no character felt like, oh, I'm just playing the Captain America version of Wolverine. No, this is legit. I get to use claws, or if I'm playing Hulk, I feel like I'm Hulk because it's big, brooding tank type character. So as long as they make sure each character has something different enough about them, I think it'll be fine. And then, I mean that goes to they have a chance to look at what that new Marvel game, the one everybody was excited for, and then they've come to find out, no, you got to pay for everything, man. Fuck that. Ain't nobody got time for that.
Which one was that? The was it Avengers?
Yeah, Avengers. And I think it threw everybody off, and they were like, "Wait, I thought we were just gonna be able to play and you unlock stuff, and yeah, we get to now you got us doing the same missions over and over. We got to pay to play." Basically,
is that why people were saying it was like a looter, kind of like Destiny?
Yeah. Because all you were doing was running the same missions. Now the DLC that they got coming and the stuff they supposedly have coming looks good, but is it enough to be like, it's almost like one of those games where people were playing and people were like, there's not enough content here.
Mm-hmm.
And now we're waiting on the DLC, and like the Wakanda stuff looks good because you're getting Black Panther. So like, okay, we get a new setting and things like that. But they're really big on, hey, just keep doing this one over and over again and you'll get more legendary loot. And it's like, but does that really fit the aesthetic of what Marvel is? Like some games aren't meant to be looter. Now I'm not saying they can't have a looter side to it, but that game is meant for, I want to push the storyline.
Mm-hmm.
I want to keep seeing what's new in the storyline. How are you integrating this stuff? Or is it just like, here's Black Panther and Wakanda, and that has nothing to do with the rest of this story? You know what I mean? Like, that's not what people like. I don't want that for my superhero games. Now, again, Gotham Knights has a chance to look at that and go, let's make sure this makes sense. Because you're starting us off with 4 characters off top. Make sure these characters are different enough, and maybe they have different venturing storylines and things like that, depending on who you play. Like, those are the things people want, not let me keep playing the same thing and I'm going to keep doing I hate you. And keep doing the same mission over and over with these characters. You know what I mean? That's
okay. My bad. I just thought that would be funny to do. Oh shit. Nah, real talk, like we honestly need some good, just in general. We need good games in general, honestly, because we've been getting cookie cutter bullshit for a long time. It's the one big game everybody was excited about was Cyberpunk, and it was trash.
Well, they say it's playable now. Like fully functionable, fully playable. I know it's too late, but if it's as good as they say it is.
And I think the big thing is we recognize sometimes games are going to come out and they're not going to be perfect.
Mm-hmm.
We get that because pretty much every game you get now, as soon as you get it day one, there's an update already. Pretty much every game. So we understand.
My thing with Cyberpunk is I felt like they got backed into a corner that they couldn't get out of. It was either delay the game again to make sure it's playable and people will be pissed, or give them the game. They're happy they got it, but it's not playable, and they pissed. Do we take the money and have them be mad, or do we risk not getting the money in the future?
Yeah.
Which is they delayed their game, twice?
Yeah.
I think more than that, honestly.
But I think that's why we see a lot of games going, we're just going to take our time, and we'll give it to you next year.
Yeah. Like Halo, for example, when they put out that fucking gameplay of Halo, it looked crappy. And we were like, all right, well, we're going to hold off. We're going to make this better.
But the recent stuff they put out makes you go, okay.
They actually worked on it.
Sold you on what's the biggest selling point. It's going to be on Game Pass and multiplayer is free. So
there you go.
You don't have to pay $70 for this. If you like it, you like it. If you don't, somebody's going to play it. We'll be all right.
So speaking of delays, I still feel like these yearly annual games need to take a break and start doing 2-year cycles. Call of Duty being the main culprit. As well as
Call of Duty needs to do a 3-year cycle.
I do too, but I'm gonna give them 2 because I know that's reaching. So I think them as well as 2K, Madden, like, are they gonna do it? No. But do I think they should? Yes, because I'm so tired of the same shit. They changed some designs, they changed the UI a little bit and be like, oh my God, it's a brand new game. And then you play it for like 2 months and you be like, man, it's the same bullshit. Like, I really feel like they need to start doing that, especially Call of Duty more so. I don't think anybody would be mad at having MW. Like, granted, we not playing it, but like, I don't think anybody would have been mad at having Modern Warfare for 2-3 years. Everybody fucked with it that plays that game.
And like,
that's where you got Warzone.
I'll say Warzone took the people who are like, all right, multiplayer sucks, but we got Warzone. So boom, go play that for 2-3 years. Then come back when there's a good multiplayer, and it gives you time to fucking focus on the game.
Especially when you know you're gonna have downloadable content. You know you're gonna have DLC with a lot of this stuff, so you don't have to necessarily hurry up and work on the next iteration of the game.
Well, the funny thing is they're not even doing that no more. When me and him were playing Call of Duty, every Call of Duty, you get the Call of Duty, you get the base games, you get about 10 or 12 good ass maps. Some of you might hate, but majority of them was decent. From there, every quarter, you got a new DLC with 4 maps, possibly a new gun, some characters. And like, you buy that season pass, you get all of those for that whole year. Now they're doing battle passes. So now it ain't even full shit, really. It's like, oh, we're going to change the map for everybody. We're going to add a free map. And then you got to buy this $10 battle pass that has a bunch of bullshit in it. Yeah. And then if you want any skins, they're $25 on the side. So it's just like, now everything changed up with, Fortnite started it, if we're going to be honest. They kind of ruined everything.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I just want to see something different. I'm bored of gaming right now. I don't even play games other than Apex, and I've been playing Biomutant a little bit. I play FIFA every now and then just because I enjoy playing a soccer game. But like, are these games really engaging me? No. Like, I only enjoy Apex if I'm playing with friends. I've already reached my peak, I believe. So it's not like I'm learning anything.
You bought Ratchet and Clank, right?
I did, and I haven't played it. I played it for that 2 days.
It's not held your interest like that? Because I know that's been a big one. Everybody says, yo, this game is great.
It's kind of...
But is it more... Do you think you're not playing it because you have a move coming, or did you just really lose interest too?
It's a good game. I'm sure if I sat down and played it, I could play it, and finish it eventually. But like, for the most part, it's kind of childish. Like, it's just more of a kid's game. Like, that's why I say I kind of want to see stuff like that.
Now, did you play it like the original Ratchet and Clank series? Oh, okay.
I wasn't like no big fan, but like, I played through. But I don't know. I think I'm just ready for something new. It's very much of a older type platforming type game. So it's like, I've seen this before, You can be as beautiful as you want, but if I've seen you before already, I'm gonna eventually get bored. Kind of like a good game to kind of put into that perspective would be Far Cry. Far Cry 3 came out, and I was like, this is the best fucking game I ever seen in my life. And then Ubisoft said, oh my God, this is the best game we ever seen in our life. Add it to Assassin's Creed, add it to Ghost Recon, add it to the rest of the Far Cries. And now I played it 4 times, and I'm like, bro, I never want to play this shit again. Like, legit. I don't care if you have old boy from Breaking Bad in it. Like, you got to, you gotta wow me, bro. Because this, like, when Far Cry 3 came out, they had one of the best villains with Voss, and they had brand new gameplay. So it was like, oh, this shit is fire. Like, I could just run around and just do whatever the fuck I want and burn shit and shoot people. Like, this is great. It's like GTA, except different. Speaking of GTA, speaking of them.
You talk about somebody just being like, we just gonna keep running the same thing back and y'all gonna keep giving us this money.
Well, they said 2024.
I'll be about
they said 2024.
What?
So I'm like, okay, kind of out there, but at least you're trying, I guess. No, not really, but you have some type of idea.
So one thing they do try with is that music. What y'all think? What tracks would you want to see? Because like in the in GTA, was it 5? GTA 5, we got that music update where they added what was it, Absol? What was that song? It's Absol and Kendrick Lamar. They added a bunch of new tracks. What like tracks would you? What do you want to see in it? Do you want to kind of see them go back that old school route and kind of have original music, or do you want to see like I don't know? Because me and KillJoy was talking about NBA Live and how good their soundtracks used to be, but a lot of the times they soundtrack was original music for NBA Live, but it was like from artists that we know. It wasn't from like no BS artists. So like if you remember in Live 03, like we had the one with Freeway, and I think it was Fabulous was in it, Brandy was in it. Like we had people we knew. I think that's kind of where we need to get at. We need to have games have better music again.
I can agree with that. I mean, you definitely use better soundtracks. Like they're using a lot of quote unquote newer artists that you may not know of, and like Madden still has songs that are tailored to like Madden, like references in it. They may have told them, "Hey, this is for this." It doesn't necessarily have to be a football song, but there's references to football in a lot of their like main songs and stuff. But at the same time, like you said, we had mainstream artists in a lot of those games earlier. I don't know what you do. I mean, with streaming being a thing, even if you get those mainstream artists, somebody might be like, well, you can't play that song, but it's in the game. But they literally say some songs in game can cause you to be flagged. So what do you do for that?
But you've been seeing people turn the music off completely, which is sad. Like, don't nobody want to do that, but they're gonna have to do that anyway. So I mean, why not go all the way out? Like,
and I think that may be part of it too. Is like, okay, yeah, we get to have this song, but if I can't even play it while I'm playing the game, people are just like, I don't care. Now, people still love a good soundtrack to whatever they're playing, because I know people that run just soundtracks by themselves.
Yeah.
For a lot of different games. Now, I've never been a huge proponent of music in a game. Now, sometimes when I get lost in the game, I'll be like, oh man, dope. That was a good little song, a good little ditty, whatever it may have been. But I don't really necessarily be like, oh, I gotta hear what new heat did they drop for this Zelda right here? What's the new heat on it? And I'm just like,
not for Zelda.
But you know what I mean? It's just like I get people wanting to be able to have good music and stuff like that, but again, with a lot of people doing streaming, because even if you're a small streamer, they may not find you, but it's always that chance that somehow you could lose your whole situation that you're doing, or you just may not be a personal fan of that artist. So it's like, I really don't care.
True. Huh. Damn, I don't know. I'm thinking of kind of what I want to see in games coming up, and I'm just trying to like think of anything, because now I feel like games are so good at this point. It's almost like, what can they do different to kind of pull us back in? Like when we were younger, there was always something different that could have been done. You know what I mean? Like fighting games, like you had different types. You had Tekken, you had Street Fighter, like Virtual Fighter, Soul Calibur. Like you had these different types of fighting games with different fighting styles. Yeah. Now, like we're kind of seeing them being done over so much. Like we got Tekken 9 or 7. I can't remember which one we on. But like now it's like we need something new. Like, of course, those fans of that going to be really happy. But when are we going to get something new to where it's like, oh my God, this is so much different? Like,
I think we have stuff coming, but I think obviously with a pandemic, it cut a lot of stuff short. Because like there's that new, what's it called? Shinfu or something? The one that's on.
No, that looks
dope.
What
I'm talking about?
Yeah,
that looks good. That one, oh my God, like it wasn't even talked about big. I just happened to be on YouTube, but it was like the Monkey King joint.
I think that's the one I
There's two big ones coming.
Let me see. Oh, Black Myth.
Black Myth
Wukong.
That one looks really good, but there's the other one too. Like
that one looks crazy.
That was almost like, unless you're in the gaming, like you're paying attention to what's going on in gaming, it wasn't really talked about a lot. But you saw the gameplay of it,
bro.
It looks really, really good. And then that other one, the Shin, what is it called?
Yeah, I don't know that one. Nah, this game looks insane, bro.
exclusive. Sifu. That's what it's called.
Sifu. I don't think I've seen it. How you spell it?
Sifu. Yep. Go look at that one. That one looks dope too. So I think there's stuff coming, but I think it's two things. One of the major things is the pandemic pushed a lot of stuff back because you changed how you had to divvy out jobs within that corporation to make those games. Because obviously people weren't coming into a building anymore. Now you're working from home, and people got to make sure stuff is encrypted because they don't need nothing leaking. They don't need this happening. So when you're asking people to be on a server at home and make sure you don't send nothing that could be possibly stolen, you got to change up the whole format of how you do stuff. So I think that's one thing. That's like big picture, cerebral stuff people may not think about. The second part of it is there's low-key been a shortage on systems. Like every other day we see people, man, I'm looking for one. Then you find one, but if you ain't on it like that, you're not getting it.
Okay.
So I say when the systems become more prevalent and more people have it, which I think will happen around, I think it'll be more so springtime next year versus wintertime this year versus final sales this year. I think springtime next year you'll see a lot more systems being able to be bought and people being able to procure one without paying buku bucks or being able, just to be able to walk into a store and be like, oh, okay, yeah, let me get that. I think you'll see that during spring next year. And I think then we'll see a resurgence of, oh, that game looks dope. Oh, that looks good. Because like you said, we got the Starfield joint coming.
Yeah.
All we got was a snippet. We got a literal snippet, and people are like, yo, what, I need more.
All right, like I said, my bad. Let me kind of rephrase what I was saying, because the way I'm kind of trying to explain it is we are getting new things. We get new things every day. But we get them from indie developers who actually think for themselves, who it's them and another team, like of 15 people. And they're like, bro, this sounds dope. Why don't we let's just use Biomutant, for example. Let's make a motherfucking raccoon ass looking motherfucker who just picks up random clothes around the whole world and can make a weapon out of a toothbrush and a butter knife. And you be like, damn, that sounds fun as fuck. Let's do it, right? Granted, it could have definitely been better, but it's just like, I'm not too worried about them. The only thing is they're not going to be able to really get those games out there like the bigger developers. Now, the bigger developers is what I'm talking about, because like let's say Far Cry 3, for example. Once they find something that works, they stick to it and they don't innovate after that. It's like a monopoly, really. It's kind of like Madden. Like, I hate to use Madden, but Madden's the only football game out. As much as people hate FIFA has Pro Evolution Soccer? They have a competitor. Granted, they nowhere near as big as them. But as long as that competitor is still there, they're gonna have to change something. You know what I mean?
But like even for Madden, they're getting a competitor because we know 2K is coming. But 2K is so weird with licensing and things like that. So I don't know if that's necessarily the right people to look at, because licensing deals.
I'm just saying in general, because they literally, like, the only football game you hear about is Madden, and until we get that, we're not getting nothing else, right? So that's the only reason I say that, because like, these big developers, EA not going to do nothing different other than Apex. And that was, who makes Apex? Respawn. That was more so them. EA was just the publisher.
But I think, again, part of it is they had to do a lot of pivoting because nobody expected there to be a shortage on systems.
Bro, let me listen. The only reason I bring that up and cut you off is because this been happening for 10 years, bro. What innovative games have we really gotten? They had the whole Xbox One, PS4. That's Sony. Sony, we ain't got to worry about Sony. Sony's going to do what Sony does. Am I right? They had Uncharted. I'm talking about more so like the EAs, the Ubisofts. Like, they said, oh, Division worked, to give them Division 2, and it was the same fucking thing with a little bit more stuff. Like, Destiny. Like, Destiny going the right route now, but like before it was just like, I don't want this shit. Even Borderlands, one of my favorite games in the world, it's the same shit. It's just,
but I think a
coat of paint.
Yes, you want something new, but as long as the bottom line is how do I make $1, They're not going to do anything new until they're forced to.
Then I'm not going to play it.
And they're not going to. But you're like, you're one out of a million people. So yes, you say the so million people. The problem. So 100,000 of y'all. There's 100,000. Somewhat, it is. But so you have a million people. 100,000 y'all are like, man, this game. Y'all need to do something better. There's still the 900,000 people.
Million.
Whatever, however many people, y'all don't do your math. Well, I don't care. But you have those people that are still willing to pay and buy that. They may talk shit about it. And that's your prerogative. A lot of people will do that. Let me buy it and talk shit. Then why did you buy it? Well, I had to buy it. You didn't have to. You chose.
Some of my friends bought it, so I bought it. Like, so we just getting mediocre games.
That's why you don't see shit on Call of Duty that much, because I didn't have to buy it, but my friends were playing it, so I bought it. I don't play it. I bought a game I literally don't play.
But I almost feel like you more so get. That threw me off. Go ahead.
Now my names are all off.
Well, no, for me, it's just like, are we just gonna keep getting mediocre games for 10 more years? Like, what are we gonna do? If I swear to God, if in 10 years Call of Duty still look like this, just put me in the cemetery right now. Put me in the grave.
The pivot is, I don't think the pivot. I think the pivot for a lot of these studios comes down to the consoles, because I think what a lot of people are looking at is, what is this cloud gaming thing? What are we doing for that? And how do we get people to want to play our games, even though people don't want to spend the $70? How do we get people to pivot and play our games? And I think, because you said over the last 10 years, what has Xbox been quietly doing for the last 10 years? And then the last 3 have really been pushing people on. What did they do? They went and bought up a lot of those indie developers and were like,
indie developers,
come work for us, and we'll put it on. And what are we putting it on?
Game Pass.
And what do we want you to do?
Buy Game Pass.
And where can you play it at?
On Xbox and PC if it's available. But
and where else now? Where else is now available? The cloud.
The cloud. So
the cloud is now available.
Damn, it sounds like KillJoy work at Microsoft or something. Pretty crazy.
I don't know. I may have dabbled in some Microsoft in my lifetime. You know,
we got our Microsoft insider right here. But I mean, you can see the writing on the wall. Because you're right. I think they, because like you said, over the last 10 years, that has been the push. Because remember Stadia?
No,
that was supposed to be it. Google had something like, and it looked good. It looked smart. Like, all I gotta do is buy a controller and I can play this anywhere.
I don't trust that.
Unfortunately, but from what I've heard, they've stabilized that a lot, and it works a lot better. But again, if your rollout isn't good, when you roll out and you have your content creators that you send this stuff to coming back going, I wouldn't spend that $100 for this one. That's not going to help
for stuff like that. Your rollout has to be perfect. You can't be like, oh, I'll fix it over time. No, your initial rollout has to be perfect. This is something new. This is something people are going to invest in. You have to get it right.
And that's why I think you saw, because remember, Game Pass was kind of big at that time, but it wasn't as big. Stadia was starting to put out that was like, oh, we're going to do this cloud gaming thing. Now, all of a sudden, Game Pass is like, if you ain't got Game Pass, well, what are you doing with your life?
It's like you got an Xbox. You don't have Game Pass? What is your purpose of living?
I'm looking at the dust on my Xbox. I still pay for Game Pass. You know why? Because when I choose to turn on that Xbox, what can I go do? Download a $60 game if I want to, play it for 2 minutes and be like, I don't want to play this no more. Let me fire up my PS4 again. And I can cut it off. But you know what I didn't do?
Pay $60 for that game.
You're right. Now, Maui did say something that sparked something in me. He said, there's always a new generation that'll enjoy those games. That's the things. And that's COD right now. COD is so fucking trash and people continue to fucking play it. I get it.
But is it COD or is it Warzone?
No, it's both. Actually, COD is worse than Warzone. If you want to be honest,
but I feel like I see more people play Warzone than I see play just.
Well, no,
COD.
That's because people don't want to learn how to play Apex because the game's too hard. So.
Okay. Now, the thing about that is exactly what I've been saying. They brought something new. Granted, it was something everybody else was doing, but they did it the right way for COD. That's what they needed to do. Like, COD needed to be doing these things a long fucking time ago. And when they realized not everybody want to play TDM and domination as much no more. Like, that's kind of played out. We've been playing it for 15 years. Let's do a battle royale. And it worked. Like, now look at them. Like, they thriving. I will give them that. The thing for me is the rest of the game is the same shit. We can compare, what is this? Black Ops 4? 5? Like Cold War? Whatever
5.
Whatever it is.
Cold War.
We can compare this Black Ops to Black Ops 1 and it'd be the same exact shit. If we being honest, it's the same. It's not the same guns and shit, obviously, but it's literally, oh, you have this game with TDM and this playlist. Actually, they taking shit out because they don't have no ranks, do they? Do they have a ranks now?
I think they do.
Or league play? They didn't have one when it came out. Play. Like legit, the ones that on 360, those shits were coming out way more packed than now. And that's crazy to even say.
It's like COD now, they'll drop a brand new game. They're like, all right, here's 6 maps. 4 of those 6 maps you're going to hate. If you want more, back in the, like, for a while, it was like, buy this DLC. Now they're just adding it with the battle pass. But it's like, when we got a COD, they're like, here's 15 bomb-ass maps.
Facts.
Then we're going to give you more for $5. And it's like back then it was just more fun to play. But I get the whole new generation. This is kind of they can't compare it to Black Ops 1.
That's the
Black
sad
Ops
part.
2 or MW2. They didn't get a chance to play those in the glory days. They can play it now full of hackers. And it's like, oh, y'all played this crappy game? It's like for them, this is everything. Yeah, I mean, to each his own. But you didn't get to see the glory days of your homeboy named Leon using the striker on Dome. Oh, because you want to be a little bit.
All right. We don't. Look. Oh, my God. All right. So my question.
Hey, we just not getting the okay.
Yeah, we just now. That was a good conversation about the comics and the games, but keep it moving. My question is, what are 2 songs? Actually, let me give you the basis. KillJoy inspired this question, but I hate this motherfucker. He knows every word to every song ever made. I don't know how. Don't let him lie to you. Do not let him lie to you. Don't let him lie to you. So I finally found a song that he don't know the words to that I thought he would. He knows a good amount, but one part always get him fucked up.
You talking about Bino?
Yes. And he even when he said it, I got fucked up. I was like, I was like, oh my God, now he got me fucked up. So the first one is one I was listening to earlier. The Worst Guys, Childish Gambino, Chance the Rapper. I know every word to that shit, like back of my hand. Like I spit it. If somebody said, I'm gonna shoot you dead in your face if you don't recite every lyric to this shit, I'm picking that song. Actually, no, that's probably my number 2. I'll probably pick The Coolest by Lupe Fiasco first. I know every fucking word of that shit. Like,
so is the question 2 songs you know every single word to?
2 songs. If you were about to if they said we're gonna kill you if you don't recite the lyrics to 2 rap songs specifically.
Do they want just 2 songs in general or by a specific artist? Because I give you
in
2
general
by multiple. All right, so I'll just, from what I'm thinking, Can't Tell Me Nothing by Kanye West. I know every single word to that song.
Not surprised.
Yeah, no. Ultralight Beam, I know every single word. All of Chance the Rapper is Rap. I know all the words.
He said 2 songs.
I told you he knows every word to every song, bro.
You need to give us
song.
2 songs.
Right. Ultralight Beam and the first one I said
Can't Tell
Me Nothing.
Can't Tell Me Nothing. Yes, because bruh, my nigga Kanye opened the song and said I had a dream I could buy my way to heaven. When I awoke, I spent that on a necklace.
That's fire.
Bruh. That's it. That's all I got. Yeah. You win.
I drink a Boost for breakfast, an
Oh
Ensure for
my
dessert.
god, bro.
Somebody order pancakes. I just sip the scissor. That right there could drive a sane man berserk. Not to worry, Mr. A shoulda Izzo back to Wizard. So Through the Wire. That's mine. I don't know, like I know songs, but I don't be knowing words like that. I think partially is because I smoke my memory away, but the other part is I write a lot of stuff too, so I don't be like trying to remember it a lot of times. But Through the Wire for sure, and probably Team 101 intro from Jeezy.
Ooh.
I used to hit the kitchen light, cockroaches everywhere. Hit the kitchen lights, now smaller floors everywhere. So along those lines, somewhere along those lines. Or you know what? Actually, Can't Ban the Snowman.
I don't even know.
You're a big Jeezy fan.
I was like, I don't even know that shit.
Yeah, you're a big Jeezy fan. I love it.
Can't Ban the Snowman. Those lyrics. Like you, I may have to start off. Like you may have to give me the first line, but I can get you through the rest of it.
I can also rap Drought 3 from beginning to end.
See, I'm telling he know everything. But do you know this?
For sure.
Hold on. Do you know this though? You ready? We're gonna go word for word. You ready for it? Let's go.
Hold on. I got a picture in my head.
All right, I'll start.
All right, start it.
You ready? I'm something so immaculate instead of asking what's happening.
They're rather blessed Justin. Rather blessed Justin popping in the back of it, acting blacker
than ever. Bernie Mac, 2 Charlie Murphys, and Akons. The girls that you brought, man, where they. I always say blacker
than 2 Charlie Murphys and the Bernie Mac, and it's like no.
That is black. I ain't gonna lie. That's black as hell.
That's black as hell.
Rest in peace, Bernie Mac. Love you. Maui says super bass, and I can 100% see that shit. Like,
what's super bass?
Nicki Minaj.
Nicki Minaj.
I can see that.
Hey, she probably performed that shit. She wouldn't even. She wouldn't even say the words. She'd be performing. Like, I can 100% see it. 100%.
Choreographed and everything.
So, KillJoy, I know you don't listen to him no more because he fucked up our homies. Damn, what's that? Roy and Maul. But I still listen because Roy and Maul only put out one a week, so I ain't really got nothing to listen to. Joe Budden. They did a review on the Tyler album. Review. They ain't really say much about it. They said they liked it, right? Somebody said some shit. I don't remember if it was Ice or Ish. They said something similar to what you said. Somebody said, because KillJoy said, Tyler is going to give us exactly what we wanted from Cole.
I said that.
I thought it was you.
No, he said that. I just agreed.
Okay. So, what? One of them said, J. Cole gets the credit for everything that Tyler is doing better than him.
I can agree with that.
Everybody always say,
I agree with everything, but like the stuff J. Cole's doing outside of me.
No, it's not about that. It's not about
that.
It's just about the music part. So,
yeah, 100%.
Yeah, because they were saying, basically Tyler's a better producer. I think the only place that he not winning is rapping. J. Cole a better rapper.
I think Tyler on his good day can out-rap J. Cole.
They're saying, because from what you're saying, the way they're saying it is, people don't even give Tyler the credit that he deserves for rapping. So I agree with that.
They don't give him credit for anything. Let me rephrase that. They don't give him credit for the same thing that J. Cole gets credit for. So J. Cole always get credit for when he had made 2014 Forest Hills Drive. Oh, he produced every track and he rapped on every track and this and that. And like Tyler been doing that for all of his albums. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I think every song on this one was produced by him except for the first one, because that was a
No, not every song. There's one that was Jay Versace, which was
so the first two. So the first and last one. The first one was a West Side Gun beat. So Buffalo, big ups to Buffalo, KillJoy.
I was just about to say Buffalo boy.
But yeah,
I'm
like
not a Buffalo boy.
no, definitely not. But like I think it's true. Like J. Cole does get a lot of praise for that because other rappers don't do that. But is Tyler doing it better?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I don't care. I'll sit down in a bit. I don't think J. Cole overall. I think he's a very, very, very great rapper. I think Tyler could be better than him overall, just rapping ability. When Tyler's in his bag, it's scary. When J. Cole's in his bag, it's like, okay, yeah, that's really, really good. But
I think part of it is that we've expected that from Cole.
Yeah.
And I think Tyler still has that stigma of, oh, you really do this.
But like even back in the day, like on Goblin and shit, like Tyler been rapping his whole career, other than Igor
And Flower Boy.
and Flower Boy.
But Flower Boy, he still had some raps.
He still had some raps on there, but
he wasn't like
from,
this.
from Bastard on, Tyler been rapping his ass off. It's just he went from being the kid joke too much, Issa Roach. Now he's the weird kid who paints his nails and they don't know if he like boys, and they're not just listening to the rap.
Yeah.
Because like if J. Cole did the same thing Tyler's doing, like when it came to, oh, I'm gonna paint my nails, I'm gonna wear weird stuff, they would give him more praise than what they're giving Tyler.
Yeah. I agree with that.
Well, y'all think it's because he's more accepted in like the black community? I'm not saying the black community don't accept him, but like
hip hop community, period.
Hip hop, there you go. Yeah. Because
that's the lane because I mean, where do we first hear him? Hove. Where do we first hear Tyler? Random black boy eating a cockroach. Like, you know what I mean? Like
cussing his dad out on the track, like
you didn't get Tyler the I guess quote unquote he didn't have a cosign. Cole had the cosign of cosigns.
You literally had the cosign.
You had the most outstanding cosign you could possibly get.
Wasn't he like joking on one of his early skits, like when he got arrested and he was in jail? Like, man, y'all niggas just don't know. I just got signed by Hov, bro. I'm about to be like, Tyler can't say that. Tyler did it on his own.
Yeah, he was just that weird emo kid. And they're like, oh, this is really emo. This is really dark. What is he talking about? He just ate a roach?
All right, so
like, that's literally been his come up.
Another question for y'all. Where do y'all think J. Cole stands if Kendrick didn't exist?
Be the greatest, lyrically the greatest rapper of that generation.
And that's weird because I feel like I ain't gonna lie, man.
I can't say greatest artist because Drake exists. As much as I don't like Drake, Drake is
artistry. Yeah.
But for me, like
lanes, though. That's definitely two different lanes.
For me, like J. Cole ain't that. You know how everybody say, "Oh my God, J. Cole fans like college kids and like super introspective, blah 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 blah." Like he ain't that deep to me. Like
no, he's never been. He's just been. I mean, other than R.I.P. Wale on his own track, like he's never been that rapper 24/7. He just puts out good music.
Yeah. And I think Kendrick hit all those marks. Like Kendrick could put. What did Kendrick say, girl? I know you want this dick. And then this motherfucker talk about King Kunta. Like the motherfucker, he can talk about anything he wants to and make a good track out of it. Where when it comes to J. Cole, if he tried to do that super deep track, it almost comes out as corny a little bit to me.
But did he not really kind of do that though? With that snow on the bluff?
Yeah.
And people,
but he got backlash for that though.
That's what I'm saying. You saw how people took it. Now flip that and Kendrick puts that out. What's the reception?
Man, they'll be hyped like they were when Kendrick named a few names on the track. And it was like, oh my God, the greatest this ever. It's like, no, nigga, he said names.
What you
he
not
had the third best. He had the third best verse. He had the third best verse on that track, bro. It goes Big Sean, J-Leck, Kendrick. Don't care.
Me and him never agree. I'm agreeing.
And it's not to say Kendrick's verse was whack. It wasn't whack.
How does it feel to go into this world knowing you're just wrong, though?
We not though.
I'm right, bro. I'm right. I'm living.
Not though.
I don't know how you sleep at night, but apparently sleeping on wrong.
The only thing Kendrick got right about that verse was he mentioned Mac Miller because he knew Mac Miller was up there.
Facts. Now,
he named all the white people.
Hold on, I want to respond to him saying how we sleep at night. What Franklin said, like a baby.
At night, son.
You already know, like a baby.
Sometimes I sleep on my right side. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I sleep on my back.
Shout out to Snowfall.
Big facts. Big facts.
But, I mean, hey, everybody has their opinion. I'm not mad at that, but I think your opinion is very wrong. But
I mean, you can think wrong things. So your thought about my opinion being wrong is wrong. So it's like two negatives cancel each other out. I end up being right in the end. So
I'll be the third one. KillJoy right.
But the whole thing is even when I'm wrong, I'm still right. So I'm right. So
I'm done with you. Oprah said, "You remember that song "Pump It Up" from Joe Budden? A classic. It is a classic, but now it's a meme at this point. Like,
I was saying, yeah, because wasn't it about like jacking off? Unfortunately,
yep.
He the same person who said him and his homeboy was about to run a train on a chick, and instead he took her into the bathroom. He masturbated in front of her and left.
Wait, what?
What?
I swear, y'all did not hear that?
He listened to the pod way more than that. I did.
I've never listened to Joe Woman Beater Budden in my life, so.
Well, his musically, Joe Budden was nice. I give him that.
Like murder music and all that stuff was not bad music. Right. That was very good music.
But outside of that, he's always been a nutcase.
Oh yeah,
weird.
Facts.
He's a weirdo.
He is a weirdo.
The man talked about jacking his dog off.
What? What the?
Like I saw it only because Twitter talked about it, but like, dude, let's like, why? Why is that something? That's Van Wilder. That's a whole movie. Wilder.
I got nothing.
It's a whole movie where that happened, and this man is literally living out movies.
I got nothing. That's hard.
All right.
Anyway, this is Pod and Play, not the Joe Budden podcast. So.
Do y'all have anything else y'all want to address?
Now we can get it on the next podcast because we've been talking for a minute.
Yeah. So, it's looking like next week gonna be my last one before I don't know. I'm gonna have to just make some appearances. I don't know how I'm gonna make this work. We're gonna try to find a way, but as of now, I don't know. So I'm gonna take this mic with me and hope for the best. And from there, we'll figure it out.
We'll get it figured out.
We'll figure it out.
It may not be live. May not be live, but we'll figure it out.
I got an idea. I'll talk to you later about it.
Okay. KillJoy, you got any plugs, anything you want to say? Bring the baby on the screen.
Where he? I think he's somewhere over there. He good though. Y'all got to see him, I think. Shout out to Oprah for saying he looked just like me. You're probably one of 2 people on earth that believe that baby looked like me.
The baby look like his mama.
And I'm agreeing 100%. He looked just like his mama. I see me occasionally, but I still don't think he mind. So Maury, here we come.
Free vacation.
Free vacation. Like, hit me with the "You Are Not the Father" so I can watch her cry and I can do cartwheels. Other than that, I got nothing.
Where can they catch you at?
Y'all can catch me on TikTok. I actually just recently started posting again. TikTok. My name is Dr. KillJoy XD. That's DrKillJoy XD. Same for Twitter, Twitch. You can I stream very rarely, but you catch me on a random stream. And Twitter, I don't talk much, but you'll see me retweeting and replying. So you can catch me there.
ASky, anything from you?
I'm over here on ASky 84 ASky. I go live too. I know most of y'all follow Nerd. Nerd is the biggest. I mean, obviously, there's a reason why you guys follow Nerd. I mean, I'm just saying. But shout out to my homie D. He's in my chat right now, man. He said, "Wow, he ain't the pappy. He the pappy, but that baby do look like that baby. That baby do look just
I'm
like,
definitely the pappy,
just like his wife, though." But shout out to KillJoy and his beautiful family. You can catch me on Twitter, ASky 84. I tweet a lot, so
if you have a show or movie you want to see you haven't watched, don't do that.
Don't do
because
it.
he will live tweet the fuck out of it.
But it be older stuff. It don't be nothing that new. It ain't. I like Loki. I don't spoil Loki for nobody.
Very true, and I appreciate that.
I be wanting to. I'm wanting to be like you, mother.
You're right.
Pull out their picture. Yeah. I don't know, but yeah, you can catch me over there. I stream mostly Madden, but you can catch me on Apex a little bit more lately. I'll just randomly put up a stream. I play music. If they catch me, they catch me. I don't know what to tell you. If they want my little 3 followers, y'all can have them Twitch, I guess. We'll figure it out. I'll stream in Discord. Y'all can watch me in there. Shout out. You can check out our Discord. We have a Discord.
Actually, yeah, let me put that in there.
Pod and Play Discord, man. Come in there, talk with us, interact. This will be live on you, not live. This will be up on our YouTube page as well. We have a YouTube page. Make sure you go there, check it out over there. Pod and Play, real simple to follow. Pod -in the letter -play. We're there. We have this will be our 4th episode. I know it says 3, but 0 is the number. Learn your maths. We appreciate y'all rocking with us. You know, the wrench is Nerd's going. You know, for his job. All the way overseas, but we're gonna be here. We're gonna figure it out. We're gonna bring it to y'all. Whether it be live, we are also on Spotify or anywhere you listen to podcasts at. We're there. Shout out to KillJoy for getting our anchor set up, and shout out to KillJoy for the edits. Y'all gotta go. Watching it live is one thing. Watching KillJoy's edits on the YouTube page is it's another experience. It's just another experience. It's a good time, man. Shout out to KillJoy for doing that. Get in the chat with us. You heard the questions today. Killjoy's what was your question?
Just brag on yourself. 2 great things.
2 things. I mean, it's been a long year and a half, y'all. So we're going back to 2022 back to 2020 as well, because it's been a long year. It's been a long year. So brag on yourself, man. Let us know what you've been doing in your life. You heard my question. I don't even know what was my question. Don't do drugs, guys.
I don't know. KillJoy, I'm gonna need
What's
you.
My excuse?
KillJoy, can you watch that Grammy speech with Tyler where they played the Wrap It Up music? And can you insert that right there?
I got you.
I'm kidding. I'm over here like I'm gonna forget what I was gonna say. Shit. Damn.
I'm just trying to get the people to interact with us. I'm sorry, I'm trying to promote our channels and stuff.
You're right. I love it.
Sorry for doing my job as social media manager. Sorry.
I appreciate you.
I appreciate you too. I appreciate you too.
But again, y'all heard the questions, man. Throw them in the chat. Throw them in the comments. I know I keep saying this and y'all ain't putting nothing there. Y'all better start putting stuff there. I'm going to start calling y'all out because I know you watching. We got subscribers. Shout out to all our subscribers. We appreciate you. Shout out to everybody that's live on my channel, on Nerd's channel, Maui, Oprah, D. Appreciate y'all for coming through and rocking with us. I'm done.
Love it. Like I said, this is my last week.
Oh, yeah. Also, I'm just kidding.
Next week is my last week. Excuse me. Hopefully we figure out a way. Hopefully I can buy a laptop pretty quick and then just get it popping. Other than that, you can follow me on here if you want to. You don't have to. Follow us on Spotify. You follow me on Twitter. I put all my socials right there, so I don't got to take up any more of your time. Yeah, hopefully I have a good weekend. Hopefully I have a good week. Excuse me. It's a 4-day week for a lot of people. So, I love that. Love that for you. So I'm gonna go ahead and host the homie W Freddy. He is actually a Warzone streamer. I'm not a big Warzone person, but he's one of the homies from home. So go show him some love. And that's it from me.